speed, but he was never opposed to a little sex in the process. Prelude or chaser didn't matter. It was all good as far as he was concerned. Chaser, he decided on impulse, letting his fangs puncture the fleshy tip of her finger as she started to withdraw it. She gasped as he suckled from the small wound, refusing to let her leave him just yet. The small taste of blood inflamed him, sharpening his pupils to vertical slits in the middle of his gold-hued eyes. Hot need rushed through him, settling into the swelling bulge of his cock, which strained beneath the black leather of his pants. The female moaned, closing her eyes as she arched, cat-like, on his lap. Dante let go of her finger as he wrapped his hand around the back of her head and pulled her neck closer to him. Taking a host in a public place wasn't exactly his style, but he was bored out of his skull and needed the diversion. Besides, he doubted anyone would notice tonight, when the club was rife with faux danger and open sensuality. As for the female on his lap, she would feel only pleasure as he took what he needed from her. Afterward, she'd remember none of it, her memory scrubbed of all recollection of him. Dante came forward, tipping the female's head aside, mouth watering in hunger. He glanced past her and saw two Darkhaven vampires, part of the general breed population, observing him from a few yards away. They looked like kids. Current generation, no doubt. They whispered among themselves, clearly recognizing him as one of the warrior class and trying to decide whether or not to approach him. Bugger off, Dante thought in their direction, as he parted his lips and prepared to open his host's vein. But the vampire youths ignored his dark glare. The taller of the two, a blonde male in desert camo pants, biker boots, and a black t-shirt, led the way. His companion, tricked out in baggy jeans, high tops, and an oversized Lakers jersey, strutted along behind him. Shit. Dante didn't mind a small bit of indiscretion, but he sure as hell didn't need an up-close audience gawking at him while he fed. "What's wrong?" his would-be host whined when Dante pulled away from her. "Nothing, sweetheart." He placed his palm against her forehead, wiping the past half-hour from her mind. "Go on now and join your friend." She obediently got up from his lap and walked away, fading into the press of bodies on the dance floor. The two Darkhaven vampires gave her only a passing look as they approached Dante's table. "What's up, fellas?" Dante tossed the greeting out with zero interest in chit-chat. "Hey." Blondie in fatigues nodded, striking a pose with his muscled arms crossed over his chest. Not a single visible dermaglyph on that young skin. Definitely current generation breed. Probably not even out of his 20s yet. "Sorry to interrupt, but we had to tell you, man, that was some kick-ass business you guys dealt the rogues a few months ago. Everyone's still talking about the way the Order took out an entire colony of suckheads in one night. Blew that mofo sky high. Freaking awesome, man." "Yeah," added his homeboy companion. "So, we was wondering, we heard the Order is looking for new recruits." "Did you now?" Dante leaned back in his seat and exhaled a bored sigh. This was hardly the first time he'd been approached by Darkhaven vampires hoping to join up with the warriors. Since the raid on the rogue lair housed in the old asylum that past summer, the once secretive cadre of breed warriors had gained a lot of unwanted notoriety. Celebrity, even. Frankly, it was annoying as hell. Dante kicked his chair back from the table and stood. "I'm not the guy to talk about that," he told the hopefuls, "and anyway, recruitment into the Order is by invite only. Sorry." He strode away from them, relieved to feel the vibration of his cell phone going off in his jacket pocket. He dug out the device and clicked on to the incoming call from the breed compound. "Yeah." "How's it going?" It was Gideon, resident genius of the warrior class. "Any topside activity to report?" "Not much. Things are pretty dead out here right now." Dante scanned the crowded club, noting that the two vampires had decided to move on. They were heading for the exit, taking a couple of costumed human females